Hello, Rosno staff. We recently received feedback from staff indicating that there may be confusion as to why we are working on UDL, Nurtured Hearts, and how does all of this fit together. Based on this feedback, we would like to take a little time to answer some of your questions as to why Rosno is receiving this grant and training. If you are the type of person who enjoys learning the history or the rationale behind educational movements, this slide will appeal to you. David Rose is one of the founders of the CAST organization. CAST stands for Center for Applied Special Technology. In 1984, before some of you were even born, David Rose, along with 4 colleagues, received a grant for $15,000 to focus their work on how computers could support learning for students with learning disabilities. 1 year later, the group from CAST teamed with Apple and text-to-speech was born. As the years went by, CAST continued to grow and develop new technologies and methods for supporting students not only with learning disabilities, but other disabilities as well. In 1995, the language of universal design for learning was initiated. In 1995, the language of universal design for learning was coined. Some of us may have already been teaching. Some of us may have been in college or high school, and some of us may have been, younger. So what is UDL? Universal Design for Learning is a framework. It is not an initiative. This framework was designed to help teachers improve and optimize teaching and learning for all people based on scientific insights into how humans learn. The UDL guidelines were developed based on years of brain research. The 3 principles are specific to 3 areas of the brain. The engagement principle, which addresses the why of learning, is aligned with the brain's affective network. The representation principle addresses the what of learning, which aligns with the brain's recognition network. And the action expression principle addresses the how of learning, aligned with the brain's strategic network. Since then, CAST has continued to grow and develop with the goal of learning for all students. Now that we know a bit about the history of UDL, let's talk about when UDL made its way to Wisconsin. In 2015, our school district was notified that because we are amongst the largest school districts in our state, we would be eligible for a grant to study Universal Design for Learning. District administration approached the instructional coaches and sought out 2 coaches, one with a general education background and one with a special education background, to take the lead on this work. In March of 2015, the 2 coaches, Elizabeth Minty, formerly of our district, and I, Shannon Schultz, attended our first training in Madison. 2 team members from the CAST organization provided this training to teachers and administrators from the largest school districts in Wisconsin. As we continued our learning journey, it was time to join forces with a school willing to take on this learning with us. Because Elizabeth and I were both serving as instructional coaches at Woodworth, we invited the staff and administration to join us on this learning. Like Rosano, Woodworth participated in staff development where all teachers were introduced to the principles of Universal Design for Learning. Following our first year at Woodworth, Elizabeth and I wrote a proposal to speak about our journey of implementing the UDL principles at Woodworth. Our proposal, titled UDL Takes Flight, was accepted, and we presented to educators from around the world at Harvard University. And during our presentation, we couldn't help but notice that David Rose, remember him from the earlier slides, the founder of CAST, who developed the principles of UDL, was present in our session. And because our presentation was based on the theme of a journey, we told our participants that we wanted a souvenir. Our souvenir was getting our room of participants to take a photo with us. As we entered a new school year, we decided to partner again with Woodworth Middle School. Elizabeth left our district to pursue an opportunity in another district, so for this year, I was on my own in providing support at Woodworth. Our focus for our grant work and implementation of the UDL principles was centered in the English Language Arts, ELA, department. I was so fortunate to partner with the 8th grade team of Tiffany Gerholt, Brianne Barthuli, and Joshua Galbronson. They embraced this work and welcomed new ideas into their instruction. We also continued to build the entire staff's capacity by providing staff development for all teachers. If you would like to see some of the work of the Woodworth teachers and how it positively impacted the students' learning, I would encourage you to watch the short video embedded in this slide. Or if you're listening to this screencast, you could copy and paste the YouTube link into your browser or use your phone's QR code reader to scan the code, which will take you directly to the link. After completing 2 years of work with Woodworth, it was time to move forward and bring this learning to a new school. It was also time to bring in an additional coach. I asked Mary Rosenthal if she would be willing to join me in this work, and thankfully, she agreed. Both Mary and I had been supporting Roberts, so we asked the Roberts staff to join us on this UDL journey. Mary and I had observed James Adamson and Andrew Luncher co-teaching in the area of math, so we invited them to be on our grant team. James and Andrew accepted the challenge, and we took them on a journey implementing the principles of UDL in the area of writing. During the 2017-2018 school year, Mary and I teamed with James and Andrew to develop writing units of study while being mindful of the principles of UDL. The four of us shared our journey at the Reaching Higher Expectations Conference in Wisconsin Dells. If you would like to see how incorporating the principles of UDL can be implemented to create powerful units of writing study, we would encourage you to take some time to watch the video from Roberts Elementary. To access the video, you could type in the link or use your phone's QR code reader to scan the code and take you directly to the video. So here we are. It's a new school year. Mary and I are excited to bring the UDL grant to Roseno. We know that the Roseno staff is a supportive, collaborative team who does their best to ensure success for all students. We also know that the Roseno teachers are busy. We know that teachers are working extremely hard to meet the needs of all their students. Our goal this year is to show you how intentionally planning and using the principles of UDL will strengthen your teaching practices. We hope that through professional development and collaboration within our PLCs, you will gain some new strategies to try with your students. And most importantly, we hope that through our work together, there will be a lot of fun for us as teachers as we learn and grow our skills while watching our students learn and enjoy each day at Roseno School. Thank you for coming on board with us. We are looking forward to a great year.